Hey Divine Feminine, welcome to this message. Welcome to my channel. What is the message for Divine Feminine? I just felt the call, the pull, the need to come on here and put forth a message. I didn't even know what it was that this is supposed to be. Okay, so I am feeling something pulling on the heartstrings here. There may be a twin flame that you have blocked out for communicating with you. You're on a different timeline to where this energy doesn't belong on this timeline with you. Okay, so that is what I'm getting here. They're trying to reconnect because they miss your energy. They miss what they had with you. They may try to reconnect, but I'm telling you, you're going on a different path that this person doesn't align with. Okay, so that's for somebody, that may be for somebody very specific, that I feel like somebody's trying to pull on your heartstrings. The other thing is, I believe this is kind of correlating with some of my other messages for this Divine Feminine. You are going to be jumping into something very significant. I believe that this is a type of business that does have to do with your story, it's a calling that you have. It's been something that has been blocked. Okay, it was blocked by, I don't know, people around you, something like that, but this is very significant. However, Spirit is telling you right now to break free from the chains of caring what anybody thinks about what this is. Caring about what somebody might say about this, being you speaking your truth. Okay, because that's what this is. This is self-expression. And it's expressing who you really are. I did pick this up in another reading that the Divine Feminine, you may be experiencing more throat issues. So you may be experiencing more sore throats and you feel like you're getting sick, but there's no sickness that comes with it. It's just sore throat. Now, of course, you're going to have to, with health and all of that, practice discernment. If you need to go to the doctor, that's up to you. But it's something for like somebody that's like there's nothing that they can really do. Like maybe you haven't been to the doctor and it's just like you're getting a lot of sore throats because your throat chakra is blocked. That is what I'm getting. All right. So that is blocked right now. And that though leads to your freedom. Speaking your truth, being authentic, being yourself, going on that journey. A part of this has to, I think, do with the soul business. This is something your soul is telling you to push into existence, to create something. And I don't know if you're worried about what people are going to say about this jump that you are about to take. Okay, but I'm telling you, whatever this is, it's soon going to come into realization. All right, the frequency of realization is coming to me that you need to come into the highest expression in this world. All right, and that is where you're going to have to stay committed on this journey, even if it's difficult. I almost see somebody working their, let's say, a 9 to 5 and or a regular job, and then on the off hours a lot of their energy is spent on this soul business. Maybe that's already what you have started doing or what you're thinking about doing, but you're worried about what the world around you thinks about you. And in all reality, a lot of the people that you are worried about aren't even in your life right now. There's a reason why these people aren't really in your life. It's because they were ego-centered type of friends. They were shallow friends. These were shallow friendships that don't belong in your life, that if you think about it, these friends never really pushed you or encouraged you or lifted you up. They actually did nothing but gossip about you, drag you down. You felt worse around them. Maybe all it was these were your drinking buddies. I'm here to tell you that this new situation, this new business, your new career path, whatever your soul mission is, that leads you to new connections, that leads you to a new connection. And I think that for many of you, that could be new friendships that are, I'm getting sister-like friendships. All right. So I am getting sister-like friendships. Now I did hear that, and this piece could be very specific, okay, as that there is somebody who I think is going to set you up, and this is actually your counterpart. And this is like a sister energy, because I heard my brother. I'm setting you up with my brother. That's what I picked up. So I don't know if this is like a divine counterpart that you're going to meet when you meet the soul sister. They introduce you to their brother, and this is actually this is like your counterpart. This is your divine counterpart. This is also very specific. This may go with this person, the person that you think is your twin flame right now. And again, this isn't going to resonate forever. You're going to have to practice discernment here on this piece. I'm going to try to get some clarifiers. Are some confirmations. One of the confirmations is that maybe you are a Capricorn, sun, moon, or rising. I'm seeing specifically rising. If you are a Capricorn rising, that could be a confirmation for you that whoever you believe that is your twin flame, and it just seems like this isn't coming together, this doesn't seem to fit, this doesn't seem to work, they're not coming into the physical, there's a lot of stuff, there's a lot of things going on, and you feel the want to move on and press on and just find a different connection. That is I'm telling you that if this fits, that is actually a catalyst. This is actually not your divine counterpart. This is a catalyst. This was a catalyst. And you're going to be meeting, once you break from the chains of societal standards, or break free from whatever it is that is blocking this, the throat chakra, working on throat chakra frequencies to speak your truth and not be afraid to do so. Not be embarrassed, not be afraid to do so, not to think about what everybody else in this world. Listen, a lot of people in this world are asleep. It doesn't matter. You're here to wake people up. That is what you're being called to do. I think that's what I mean. What this divine feminine that I'm speaking to is being called to do is wake others up. And that's part of your journey. And this, when you start working on that, and your truth, who you are on this timeline of this is who I actually am, and I'm not afraid to express that, is when this connection comes through and everything falls actually into place. It's not the push-pull energy. It's not the twin flame energy that you're going to experience. You probably already went through all of that with this catalyst. And now it's like, here you go. Here's the actual spiritual soul connection that doesn't have all these obstacles that you have to hurdle over right now. That's what this is about for this specific divine feminine. I think that anybody else, these other masculine energies that are trying to pull on your strings, you are not feeling it with them at all. There's no attraction, there's no want. You don't even really want to have a relationship, like a friendship right now with these masculines, because you know that they're wanting more than a friendship. And so you're keeping your distance because that's not for you. You do not want that or need that right now. It's almost like I'm seeing like time wasters. So this is for somebody that, it's like if you are not working your purpose, and you're just like, maybe I should date, I'm getting that that's out of boredom. That's just out of boredom. You're bored because you're not working your soul mission and your soul purpose. And so you're like looking for it, you're looking for something that's missing. You want something on the outside that is missing, that is actually missing, because this is your soul piece, your soul's desire. It's pushing you right now to just focus on this mission, focus on this part of your life right now. All right. So let's see, what else am I getting for maybe this divine feminine? Can you give me any more clarifiers or any confirmations or anything else that I feel like this is going to be somewhat of a shorter message, short short yet powerful message. I always try to make sure that it is of meaning and significance. I also am not one to really sugarcoat, but I'm here to guide you along the way, and speak the truth, right? Speak real. Like, this is real truth. This is actually what is coming to me, and it's not, I'm not just here for views, basically. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, I'm not just here for views. Yeah, that is clear right now. A lot of the friendships, that aren't actually friendships, that have fallen away because they don't align on this timeline. They were actually, I'm going to tell you, they were gossiping about you, actually more than what you would think or believe. I'm seeing what you would call a friend group that you thought were your friends, actually behind your back had a text chain about you. You struck some chords, some nerves in this group for some reason. I think it's just a lot of it's a jealousy. Like, it's wounded feminine energy is what I'm picking up, and there was something about you being authentic and truly genuine. It's like they didn't like you low vibe, but they couldn't stand you high vibe either. That is sort of what I'm picking up. Okay, so it was kind of like they knew that light was always there, prior to it was almost like they could see that underneath you, that light was there, and it irritated them. And then when it came on full force, they had nothing else they could do but let you go, is what I'm thinking, or throw you under the bus, let you go, push you away, because they can't stand the light. All right, they want whatever you have. That is what I'm getting. They're wounded. They don't know how to get it. That's what I'm getting. When we all have the ability as feminines to become divine feminines, to work your soul's purpose, and they're choosing to stay in that low vibe type of situation or wounded feminine type of situation. And it's best that you just completely let this go. And I almost see that if you haven't jumped the timeline yet, I think for who I'm speaking, you're right there, or you recently did. You're going to not even think about this group anymore. It's their past life is what I'm seeing. That's what I'm getting, is that these friends are not even going to, you're not going to sit there and wonder about them anymore. You kind of released it, and they're in your past now, and you no longer think about them. That's what I'm picking up. You no longer think about them. They're on the low vibrational timeline. Okay, so I'm also getting the numbers 2, 3, 4 a lot, and 1, 2, 3, 4 a lot. That is perseverance. That's persistence. So that's the divine, that spirit to say, keep going. It's going to pay off. Okay. So I do believe that this is somebody who is about to jump on that highest timeline, or is on that highest timeline currently. So thank you for listening. If you're still listening, thank you for tuning in. And I hope that this did resonate. Please comment below, like, share, subscribe. This to help this channel grow. Talk to you later. Bye.